chose domestic originally because I had applied for an international program and I did not get into it. I was a little bummed about that, but then ending up with domestic was probably the best thing that could have ever happened to me.
I decided to do the Portland program because of this opportunity to work with the regional government to work on this specific project. I felt like this specific project had, a lot of great opportunities to talk with a lot of really dedicated people, to really get involved, and in the end to make, to at least help make an impact in the community.
I think one of the highlights of DukeEngage Durham was really getting to know the city. Through my work with the Y, I did a lot of interviews with a lot of leaders in the city, and just like seeing what's going on in Durham and how everyone is involved and wants to make a difference was just a really great experience.
I learned a lot of things through my internship, developed a lot of leadership skills, and I did fundraising and just like developing the communication skills and learning how a nonprofit works. And while I didn't have direct contact with the people I was actually raising money for, I learned a lot about the different programs that my organization had and how it really made an impact on the community.
Getting the opportunity to interact with a bunch of really committed, really dedicated people, all these people who are really excited about making a difference in conservation education. Another reason why I chose to do domestic is because, there isn't really that learning curve in the beginning. When you go international, there's that huge language barrier, or there's that huge learning curve where you're trying to get situated with your environment. Over in Portland, yeah, the environment was different, but because of there not being a language barrier, it was much easier to just kind of hit the ground running, get straight involved in the project.
It was just a really great way to get involved in Durham and to learn a lot about the city and to really make an impact in the community that I've called home for a couple of years now.
Especially being domestic, I thought that I wouldn't get that culture shock that a lot of people I hear get from going abroad, but going to a city that's so different from the ones I'm used to, I definitely got that, and the trip was so well organized. I felt like I was really making a difference with the work that I was doing. It helped me learn a lot about myself and a lot about things I hadn't really thought about before.
It was a good opportunity for me to have more like a real work experience, since it was like an internship in an organization and not just like a group project.
I think the really nice thing about Portland, though, is that there's always something going on.
Specific to the Seattle program is connections with alumni, so they set up a partnership with them, and the alumni also set up a lot of programs for us. So I think just meeting more people in the Duke community outside of Durham and outside of my hometown in South Carolina it was really inspiring, and also to see how they were involved in the community and were continuing to be a part of social programs.
In Portland specifically has definitely made me more environmentally conscious.
I definitely make more of an effort to get out into Durham and to show my friends all of the really cool things about Durham that I experienced over the summer.
I think my experience has inspired me to be more involved with, I think, specifically fundraising for nonprofits.
I think it made an impact for me to get the opportunity to live there rather than just visit, to get to live within this culture and to be a part of it.
I'm really glad I chose to stay domestic because I feel like I helped fulfill a need that really exists in our community, and I also think that sometimes the relationship between Duke and Durham is not as great as it should be, and I think programs such as DukeEngage in Durham really show Duke students' commitment to the city that we live in.
I feel like in the United States there's so many needs that still need to be met and that are still neglected, and it's important that it's so convenient for us to make a difference here, so why not?
There's something really exceptional and exciting to be able to say that the work that I've been doing helps my own country.
Definitely recommend this trip to future participants. The Portland program is amazing.
I would recommend it because I think it's just really important for us to get to know Durham and all that it has to offer, and also just to give back to the city that gives us so much.
Definitely recommend domestic programs. They're fantastic.
It was just a great experience for me too, besides being able to contribute to the community there, but also for my personal development, and I feel like so many people could benefit from it.